What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Game week 20 is drawing to a close. Just 3 matches left because we have had Everton versus Newcastle cancelled in game week 20. So what we're going to do again is we've got a very quick turnaround going into game week 21 is talk about how my team is lining up at the moment. I've got 1 free transfer and 0.2 million in the bank. We'll get my team up on screen, see how it is lining up before I make no transfer, see if it's possible to roll a transfer. If not, should I be making 1 transfer? We'll talk about potential upcoming double game weeks and everything like that, and then we'll go onto the official FPL website and draw up my team there and start clicking through at some potential transfers. I do still have a few players left to go tonight as I took a -4 last week. I brought in De Gea as well as Josh King, who scored 5 so far, so pretty happy with that. Just hoping that the Manchester United game does go ahead after there have been a few COVID outbreaks so far. But let's get my team up on screen now and we will start talking about what I'm going to do going into game week 21. At the moment, my team is lining up as it does on screen. No transfers used so far. So we've got De Gea in goal, James, Cancelo, Reguilon, Trent in the back. So again, a very nice premium back four, but we do have some difficult fixtures. So James at home to Liverpool, Cancelo playing Arsenal, Trent playing Chelsea, and then Reguilon, hopefully with the easiest of the lot, away at Watford. Son, Watford, Jota again with a difficult fixture, Bernardo, Bowen, Watkins, Ronaldo. So the 2 difficult games that there are this week of Chelsea, Liverpool and Manchester City, Arsenal mean that a lot of our players do have potentially difficult fixtures going into game week 21. On my bench, I've got King, who has Tottenham at home, Odegaard and White, who both have Manchester City at home. So you can see that I'm backing a Manchester City win over an Arsenal win because I have started both Cancelo and Bernardo and benched Odegaard and White. But this is how we're lining up at the moment. There are potential double game weeks coming up. If you don't follow Ben Crellin already over on Twitter, make sure you go and do so. But what we're going to do now is get my team up on screen. We'll start clicking through the official site and I'll talk you through some of the potential transfers that I could make. Now, I like my squad a lot now and it looks good moving forward, but I do need to target potentially some of those double game weeks, and some of the fixtures this week are not exactly as I desire. So it may be some short-term punts or rolling the transfer, but let's get into that team selection on the official FPL website. So here is my team up on screen now. The players obviously that I think I would consider selling at the moment. Reguilon, if we hear that he's injured because he got taken off at half time in their match in game week 20. However, I feel it was tactical because he nearly got sent off in the first half, so he took him off just because he didn't want to be in the refs' bad books. They seem to be a man up as well, so he brought on Doherty. Now, they didn't win the game and maybe this was a bad decision, but I do think that it was just a tactical change. The other 2 that we could potentially sell are Ben White and Odegaard. They have difficult fixtures starting now with Manchester City, as we saw in game week 21, followed by Tottenham away in game week 22, and then 2 blank game weeks in both 25 and 27 at the moment. Now, games could be scheduled into those, but at the moment they have 2 tough games and then 2 blanks as well in the not so distant future. So I do think a White upgrade or an Odegaard upgrade is probably where I favour. If I look at the rest of my team, Bernardo Silva could also go. He's not been great. Let's see what he does tonight in that Manchester City-Brentford match, but I would say White, Bernardo Silva and Odegaard are the 3 players that I would consider transferring out ahead of game week 1. So if we look first at some potential Ben White replacements. If I was to take out Ben White, I would have 4.6 million. If we look at some of the potential defenders that come up when we put this budget in. Sanchez, we've got a couple of the Tottenham guys. Davies has looked good recently. Dyer, they have some nice upcoming fixtures, but I do already own Reguilon. So unless they get a really nice double game week confirmed, I don't think I'll want to double up on their defence. I know a few of you have gone with Lloris in goal along with Reguilon. That's fine, but I'm not sure I love a double defence on a team that I don't quite trust yet. Next, you've got Wolves. Again, they've been on good form, but the upcoming fixture in game week 21 is not great, away at Manchester United. Again, if a double game week comes, it might change this, but the fixtures after are slightly better until you get to sort of game week 24 where it becomes a bit more difficult. Once again, there are no real defensive options. The other one that I could go with is Diego Dalot. So they've got a really nice run of fixtures. If I see he starts again against Burnley, I may go there because I think that he's nailed now ahead of Wan-Bissaka. I still have that little bit of a doubt in my mind, so I would say Dalot is probably the number 1 target, but I do have enough good defensive options in my starting lineup that I don't think white out will be the way that I go. So it's Bernardo Silva or Odegaard that I'm really looking at. So in terms of the most in-form midfielders at the moment, Son and Odegaard in the top 3 I already own, which is great. Maddison second was definitely a player who was top of my transfer targets. I was pretty certain that I would do Bernardo Silva to Maddison this week. Now, however, he went off injured against Liverpool in game week 20. There is a chance that he's back for game week 21. However, with the fixtures coming so quickly, I don't think think that's likely. Bernardo Silva to Maddison. If he'd been fully fit, this video would have just been, I'm going to sell Bernardo Silva, I'm going to get Maddison. That money was in the bank. I have enough. Bernardo Silva is more expensive. However, Maddison is injured, so I am going to have to look elsewhere. You've got Martinelli. However, there is the doubt about the upcoming Arsenal fixtures. They are very difficult, as we spoke about with White and Odegaard. So the final one that I really like, where you've got Lucas Moura again and Mount, but again, Mount's fixtures are quite difficult if we look at the Chelsea fixtures, so I don't love going for them straight away, as well as having a blank in game week 24 and 25, and then Lucas Moura. So he did get his rest in game week 21, so I do think he should be fine to start in game week 21 after he was rested in game week 20. But the final one we've got here is James Ward-Prowse. Now, I don't necessarily think that I'm going to be going and buying him. He has looked good with a 13 and 9 in recent weeks, and they do have Newcastle at home in game week 21. But he's probably top of my transfer targets at the moment if Maddison is out. I don't really like it. We'll see if Everton potentially have some double game weeks. So my transfer this week is basically going to be really dictated on if we get any news of double game weeks in game week 21 or in game week 22. So I'm going to be waiting for that. But the players that potentially leave my team are Bernardo Silva, because I haven't loved his form recently, Odegaard and Ben White. So if you have enjoyed the video, please do leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back again very soon. It is the final few days if you want to support the charity. 10p for every new subscriber goes to charity during the month of December, so do think about doing your little bit as December draws to the close. Good luck in game week 21 if I don't see you, and I'll be back again very soon.